Okay, we are finishing transforming functions or function transformations today by doing the foldable that you have. If you don't have it, you're writing on page 61, and it's got 8 problems on it. It looks like this. I'll put my notebook to the side for now. Page 61, there's the title in case you didn't get it in the last video. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. What we are going to do, and we might need our foldable from yesterday to talk about it, we are going to graph the transformations. We already have the parent function graph for us. We are going to graph them and describe them. So on number 1, we have a linear function. We have -2 on the outside. That means it is a translation down. Translation down 2 units. And I'm looking at yesterday's foldable to decide that. That's the second part, actually, describe the transformation. After I've described it, I'm actually going to move down 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I'm going to move all of them down 2. Did I move down 2 or down 1? Got to make sure, because sometimes you never know. I did move down 2, though. So I moved down 2, and I'm regraphing it now. Okay, so I moved it down 2 units because that's what -2 means. All right, number 2. It is x plus 3 on the inside. On the inside means it's either left or right, and it's normally the opposite of what we think it should be. Plus is right. It is a translation, and it is left. Plus is left. I think I accidentally just said plus is right. I'm looking at the foldable from yesterday. This one. Plus is left. Minus is right. So plus is left. So it's a translation left 3 units. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go left 1, 2, 3 units. 1, 2, 3. And I don't have to actually graph them all. I'm just going to graph the 3 of them. There's my translation. I moved it left 3 units. Okay, open this up. We'll talk about number 3. Both of those were a parent function of it's a linear parent function. So are 3 and 4. Okay, number 3, it has a number multiplied in front. That means it's either a vertical stretch or a vertical shrink. Since it has a 2 in front, that means that it is a vertical stretch. The stretch is by a factor of 2. That means my slope is going to change. I'm going to go, instead of up 1 over 1, I'm going to go up 2 over 1. This is going to still be there. It's still going to be at 0, 0. It's just going to stretch out. So there is my new one. It's like I took this and I stretched it out. Number 4. Anytime throughout this video, I would pause it and try some of these on your own. Number 4 is still linear. It has more than one thing going on. It has something on the inside and something on the outside. On the inside, it has plus, which means it is a translation. They're both translations. The plus means it's left 3 units. And we got to make sure we do both. It is plus 1. So on the outside, that means it is up 1 unit. So I'm just going to do 3 of them. Here's 3 points on this line. I'm going to go left 3, 1, 2, 3, up 1. And do it at the same time. Left 1, 2, 3, up 1. Left 1, 2, 3, up 1. The slope didn't change because it doesn't have a number in front, multiplied. There's what my transformation should look like. Left 3, up 1. Number 5, we have a quadratic. Here's a point. Here's a point. Just looking for where it crosses. There we go. There's 5 points for us. It is on the outside, so it is either up or down. It is plus, so it is up. So translation, up 2 units. So I'm going to take each point and go up 2. Okay, number 6. Got a 1/2 multiplied. It's either vertical stretch or vertical shrink. Since it is a fraction, something smaller than 1 anyway, it is a vertical shrink. It means it's kind of going to compress. It's going to be mashed down. Got 5 points. I'll mash them down. So the 0, 0 is going to stay there. Instead of 1, I'm going to have a half. Instead of 4, I'm going to have 2. So it will look like this. It's going to be mashed right on down there. Okay. So I just took these points and I halved them. So this was sitting at 1, 1, so it's now 1/2. This was sitting at 2, 4, so it's now 2, 2. Half of the value. So it shrunk it right on down there. All right, last 2, these are square root functions. This has got 2 things going on. It is a translation. So far, most of them have been translations. The inside is right 2. Remember, it's kind of the opposite of what we think. And the outside, down 2. We're going to pick 3 points, I think. 1, 2, 3. We're going to pick those points and go right 2, down 2. So right 1, 2, down 2. Right 2, down 2. Right 2, down 2. There we go. And last, number 8. It's just got one thing going on. It is a translation because we're adding or subtracting. Inside, so it's the opposite of what we would think. So it's left 3. So I've got my 3 points again. So left 1, 2, 3. Left 1, 2, 3. And left 1, 2, 3. So today's assignment is going to be to describe and graph the translations, the transformations. You have translations, vertical shrink and stretch, and reflections. And did we have a reflection? We did not have a reflection on this, and I just now noticed that. Okay, we are gluing this to page 61. Okay, there we go, page 61. So go ahead and do the other part of the homework that you could not finish yesterday.